Watch this. Look at that. With John and Christie. Forget. So let's get started here. What do you have to say today?
I have to say that it is beautiful again today. It is Good Friday. It is the long Easter weekend. So
It doesn't seem like it outside.
It seems like a long weekend. What do you mean it doesn't seem like it outside?
Well, we went to a friend's house last night, and when we drove home at, 10 o'clock, it was incredibly dead on the highways. I mean, it was worse than Christmas
Let's say
morning.
really quiet, not incredibly dead. It's just a poor choice of words.
It was just terrible. So, I mean, everybody's taking it seriously. That was our first time we've gone out in over a week. So it was...
That wasn't work related.
Yeah. So we kept our social distancing. It was a lovely dinner. Thank you, April and Bill. That was very lovely.
You're not supposed to name names.
You don't know who they are. And even if you do, it's the wrong ones. So, yeah. But we had a great time. It was great just sitting along the canal and watching the little fishies jump.
Yeah, that's great.
It was beautiful. So
Yes.
What else? Oh, we're going to be doing a market report after this. So very interesting.
It won't be live,
No.
but we're going to just report it.
So it was very interesting. So since April 1st, there have only been 4 new listings, but pendings 11. I think 11.
Yeah, 11.
11 pendings since the first, and how many closed?
16.
16 closed.
And that's the whole bay, right? That's everywhere that the Flex MLS in our area reaches. So it's not a lot of activity, but it is activity that is still happening, even though people are
11 and
distancing.
16 are huge. The 4 is the problem because that's just showing us that people are still withholding inventory. So we're going to have that situation where prices are still going to keep going up when everything goes back to normal.
Because obviously if more is selling than getting listed, we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, we're not in trouble because we get to sell it. It's the people who are buying that are in trouble because they have to just keep paying more and more and more.
Yes, that is true. That is true. And
So,
good morning, Steve. Nice to see your smiling thumbprint.
Look, it's Steve.
It's not a thumbnail. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I guess. So yes,
Dennis?
hoarding. Yes,
Hoarding.
Dennis. We're all hoarding inventory, Dennis. So that's what's going on with the market right now. So we are still working. We're still answering emails, still answering phone calls. Mm-hmm. And the whole purpose of the market report is just to answer all the emails and the phone calls that we're getting, just to let people know things are still happening here. Mexico is still moving forward.
Yeah. Quietly moving forward.
Especially with 4 new listings in 9 days is nuts. But okay, so what's up?
Well, there's not a lot new going on. I mean, things are quiet. We know that. And we are just enjoying the weather because we're very blessed to be where we are. And that's a smile. That's a hearty smile. And good morning, Michael. How are you guys up in the Great White North? All of you guys are from Alberta for sure that are chatting this morning so far. You're probably not sweating where you are though, are you?
Yeah, Christie was supposed to turn on the AC, and she's like, "Oh no, I don't need that right now."
I have a fan.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, I think, a little more distracting because the front of your head is. I should move the camera down so I could check out your. No, I'll forget that.
What's the matter with you?
Because if I was doing this, it would be obvious. But if I was looking down here, you wouldn't know what I was doing. Surely today's weather is great. Dennis, sorry. Yes.
Michael, know what? Good morning, Judy.
Yeah.
And Sonia, good morning. How are you guys?
Oh, good. I'm glad, Dennis. You get the sun in Edmonton. That's fantastic. I saw your car video. Wow, that was amazing. That's quite the engine you got on there. That was the white car. I won't even say what it is.
Do you know what an engine is?
I don't.
John's not really a car guy.
No, I'm not. So, Michael is saying it's not warm.
Sorry, Michael. It's
Yeah.
warm here.
It is.
Get a room. I know, right? We're here alone for days, and he has to pick now to get all flirty. It's just weird. It's just weird.
I'm not really flirty, baby.
Better than yet. I think he's making up for yesterday. If any of you saw what he was saying to me yesterday about being stuck at home with your spouse,
You're watching yourself.
I'm watching
again.
you to see your reaction. Good morning, Dwight.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
it
dear.
is. It's very strange because we have such a wide angle camera that even though it's only probably 3 inches above the computer screen, and the computer screen is so big that when we look at the computer screen, it looks like we're really looking down, but it's probably less than 18 inches away from top to bottom.
Yeah, and it's hard to talk into a camera. It really is. I mean, I find it way easier to, even if I have to look at John's like directly, it's easier.
Yeah. Your mom says you.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah. Okay. So what else?
I really don't have anything this morning.
Okay. Oh, we drove by the new sports field. Did not get
yeah.
pictures yesterday. Oh my God.
It's going to be lovely. And it looks, and please, if any of our Bucerias people are out watching this or do watch it later, are they moving the market to the sports field? It looks like one of those indoor markets that we see in some of the towns like Guadalajara, Tepic, some of those, and which would be quite nice to do that, especially for the vendors. So they will have regular electricity, they'll have the airflow, et cetera, et cetera.
It's nice that they're doing all these projects, but it would be great if they did the roads in front of our house.
Oh, yeah, we have really dusty, dirty, potholey roads.
So my computer screen has only been home for a week or so, and already it's just covered in dust, which is how I lost my last computer.
And he hasn't learned because it's still sitting here uncovered.
Yeah, but it does have a dust filter on it, although it looks like it's getting full.
When it was from construction, so we're talking fine and really hard to clean. This is just like regular air dust. And you know what? The office wasn't any better. The road out in front of our office is really bad also, even though we're right downtown. Bucerias.
Yeah, we don't have fiber optic at our office, which is probably a block, 2 blocks max to the phone office, where apparently all of the fiber optics originate. But we have fiber optics here at our house, which is at the end of Bucerias.
Yeah, way in the back.
We can't figure it out. And also just to have a dusty road downtown Bucerias. But we've got all of this beautiful new construction going on. It will be nice when they work on the infrastructure of the roads.
Well, that new sports center has a paved road.
It is beautiful. That sports center is absolutely stunning.
Actually, on all streets surrounding it are paved now.
And it's very rudimentary. I don't know what to say.
Well, there wasn't anything, so it was just field, and they had a couple really, really nasty bathrooms.
All right, let's just see here. That's what she said.
Good morning, Barbara.
Hello,
And
Barbara.
Wayne.
And Wayne, where do you see?
Oh, one thing, there's 2 things I am actually going to add before we stop or quit or not quit, but end for the day. Tomorrow night, which is Saturday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, which is where we are, we're going to go live on Zoom, and we'll just be there to chat if anybody wants to join us for a cocktail virtually. And Margaret Lopez. Oh my goodness. Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Hello. Yes.
And Bob. Wow. It's been a long time since we've seen you guys. And then, the other thing is Wednesday is John's 50th birthday. Don't tell him I'm doing a surprise party for him.
What?
So we're going to go live on Zoom on Wednesday evening as well. That one will probably start 7-ish, and we will just be doing our evening. And if anybody wants to, I'm not going to say stop by, but
we can social distance
we
here
will
at
be
our house.
here. We have a huge deck upstairs.
It's 1,500 square feet. We've got room upstairs for a few people to place people around. if you want to come and do this surprise birthday party.
It's not really a surprise, guys. It's not really a surprise. But obviously, I was planning something much larger, but then all of this happened, so plans got stopped. And I think after all this is over, John and I might just go away for a few days.
Yes.
By ourselves, so we can be away from people. That sounds really silly.
It is. It's Good Friday today. I mean, everybody's saying Happy Easter.
I said Good Friday right away at the beginning.
I know you did, but it was really nice.
You weren't listening.
Yes.
Why don't you get a petition going to pave the streets? Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be nice? But you know what? Barbara, here in Mexico, the government will pay some, but the homeowners have to pay, I think, 70%? Or is it the other way around?
No, it's 20/80. The owners pay 20 and the government pay, but things may have changed. So it's just one of those things. We've got so many people here that would have no desire to pay. Some of them don't even have vehicles. And the horses like it coming around here all the time.
Should post Shirley's message.
If anyone wants to party hard online, join us. Thanks, Shirley. Be careful, you have grandkids.
When I said that people could stop, when you said people could stop in and social distance with us for a bit.
Yes, yes.
I won't let them touch the grandkids.
Hey, Doug, Bertrand, hello, Leslie. Sorry. Okay, we've got everybody there. I have to post this because that to me, if anybody wants to party hard with us, that's going to be Wednesday evening. We will be partying so hard, your head will spin.
Which is really funny coming from both John and Shirley, but
yeah, well, I don't really drink much, but I will have water like you won't believe.
All right, so that is really what he's drinking in there.
So you said you had two things.
Good morning, Sheila. Yeah, tomorrow night and your birthday. That's two.
The all-terrain vehicle, Steve, that is a great idea. I keep talking about that.
It's hard to show properties, though, in a quad.
Well, we can go back and forth to the office, and you could ride on the back, and that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
It would be great. It really would. So, okay, anything else? We've got the sports arena. We will have photos for you at some point when we leave the house again.
John you guys encouraged John to take a look at his drone and see if it was actually because he dropped it?
I didn't really drop it. When I put it in the back seat, it kind of just continued to go. And it was in its case, but now it's just all blurry.
So I think, good morning, Kathy. Oh, decaf coffee. Is that real coffee?
It is. She says it isn't. It's like white chocolate and unsalted butter. She doesn't think they're real.
White chocolate isn't chocolate. It's fat. It's just
now
butter.
She's just going to be angry all
Cocoa
day.
butter.
Thanks, Kathy. I've got to live with this, and we're in close quarters, so it's tough.
Apparently, he's stuck with me. Stuck with me. Can you imagine a husband saying that about the wife he loves?
No.
I have it on video.
Oh, I know.
Oh, so you don't love me? Is that what you're saying?
I never said that. Never said that.
I don't know why we do these coffee times together.
I don't know. Someday.
Someday what?
I don't know. We like each other.
Okay, that's good. Get a sidecar. But that would be so much fun, except for whoever was in that sidecar would get bounced around so badly.
Yeah. Okay, so anything else?
I'm enjoying my coffee. That is probably something I ordered before all of this happened, was coffee. I could live with pretty much anything, or I could live without pretty much anything else, but my coffee.
Yeah, she can live without coffee.
I do like my coffee.
Hey, Andrea, good day.
I don't know if there's really anything else we have to add. Do you guys have any questions for us?
Come on, questions.
Ask us anything. No, don't ask us anything. I know some of you guys that are on here.
You can ask us as a relationship, how we're making it through this with those quarters.
It's a 1,500 square foot house. It's really not close quarters. And if things get bad, we do have a spare room.
Yeah.
And there's always a lawn chair up on the deck too, John. If you don't want to be stuck with me.
Oh.
Good morning, Lillian. How are you guys up in Punta de Mita?
Yes. Boy, you at least have the ocean to look at.
Yeah.
I've got trees and horses and banana plants.
But it
terrible.
could be worse. We could have to look. Okay, Donna, thanks for joining in this morning.
Adios.
It could be worse. We could have to look at the back of a building.
Or snow.
We could have to look at snow and mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad down here. That is true.
Yes.
We'll trade yeast for wine. Yeast. Let's try that. Sent you. It's supposed to work. Facebook people don't lie.
You're not allowed to lie on Facebook or the internet.
Because, I don't know, does anybody else have, okay, so this is something. My friend that's up in BC, she wants to cook, she wants to bake, and she cannot find yeast. So I sent her, let me see if I can find the recipe I sent her. John, you're going to have to talk while I do
In
it.
Mexico, we don't need yeast, really. You just leave it out on the counter for a little bit and then things happen. So there's yeast in the air. I don't understand it. It's magic. It raises by magic.
So apparently you can use baking soda and fresh squeezed lemon juice that will make a yeast substitute. Now, has anybody ever tried that? And has it worked? So it's 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice equals 1 tablespoon of yeast. And my mom is saying that my mom is saying my daughter told her that yeast is hard to find in Alberta also. Rob, do you have any that you're hoarding that you can share? Or Steve?
Well, Michael, are you telling women and men that they may have a baking soda infection? I don't know.
Our friend Michael's a doctor. That was just gross.
Yeah. It's a baking soda infection. How hard can that be? A little vinegar will take care of it. It's like a volcano.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, last night I made my friend laugh and she spit her wine back into her wine glass and it splashed up on her face. That was actually quite hilarious. And I don't remember what I said, but it was really funny, obviously.
Okay. Now, is anybody making wine during this event? Because we're thinking about getting air conditioning in our pantry. It's going to happen. It's just on how fast it's going to happen. So if we started making wine, maybe we would rush it along. Now, we're not a wine drinker, but I like the idea of making stuff. I used to make root beer back in Canada. Although
just reading Rob's message. Deb found a couple of packages at Save on Foods the other day, but it is scarce. Is that because everybody's home and they are baking? I guess. Yeah,
I was actually reading on Facebook yesterday, and it was saying that one of the things that this pandemic is going to cause is there's going to be a newfound discovery that people love cooking and baking. So that remains to be
Or they
seen.
become alcoholics, one of the two.
Yeah. I guess you get your calories anyway.
I have definitely been cooking more. I can't say I love it, but I don't mind it. And I have a beautiful stove to do it on.
That's this thing.
This thing right there. Go stand by it and show people how big it is. Because some people don't realize how extra large it is.
It's extra large. And it's got a deep fryer, a griddle, a grill, and the 4 burners. This one only has 4 burners.
Maybe we'll try the deep fryer tonight. We bought some chicken wings, just plain chicken wings, and flour. Oh, people aren't getting flowers, Rob? I know, you spell checked it. I'm just joking. Yeah, we bought refined coconut oil to cook them in. So we might try that tonight. If we do, I'll let you know how it works. Coffee will be next to be scarce. So, Steve, I'm okay. I probably have...
And because I'm not drinking it, it goes further. This is true. She makes one of these every single day.
It's called a pot.
And drinks it.
Here, you can refill it now that you're here.
Oh my gosh.
It's the only coffee I drink all day, though. I don't make coffee in the evening.
And when I did drink it, she would look at me like,
You dripped.
she would look at me like, I have to share with you?
And then he went down to like half a cup. Excuse me for a second. He got coffee on the floor.
Yeah, it was me. It was
I
me.
didn't pour it. You guys saw him pour it,
It
right?
was me.
So, so nobody has tried that yeast. Fat drunks, my mom said.
Okay, this is interesting to hear. So apparently she's got 5-year-old yeast in the freezer and it still works. So this is great. Kathy, thank you for that. And we have a deep freeze now. So that's a good thing.
Except for I don't bake, so what do I need
She
yeast
doesn't
for?
bake.
You want me to bake? No, you don't want me to bake.
I don't want her to bake.
Not because I can't.
She can't. But when I had my wisdom teeth out, it was the first time in our marriage that she decided that she would make chocolate chip cookies. And that was very difficult because I had 5 wisdom teeth on one side.
So you know what he did, you guys? He blended it in the blender so he
the baby
could
blender.
drink it.
So it was they have these little tiny cups. And I would put it in the blender and then just suck it through a straw. I would do anything for freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Sad.
And that's why she's not allowed to bake.
We miss Nino's coffee. Yeah, you know what? I meant to buy some from Norman before he closed, and I didn't. And then...
So, Jim. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. I like that. Yeah, I want to go down the aisles and see. Apparently, a lot of the things that are left in the States are just like vegan and vegetarian things, which I find very humorous.
We are not experiencing any shortages down
Nothing.
here. I mean, there is toilet paper galore. There is, well, I bet you there's yeast, Leslie. I'll go check.
Probably should have brought some with you back from Mexico.
Yeah. I haven't really gone grocery shopping just to look, though. I have only been going grocery shopping to get what I need and then get the heck out.
Yep, absolutely.
And so, yeah, who wants to eat healthy when they're stuck at home with their spouses? Right, dear?
I don't know what to say. It's just going to get me in trouble. And I have the right against self-incrimination.
The right to remain silent is how that's worded.
I can't do that.
I'm kidding.
All right, so are we done here? Are we done for today?
I bought 24 packs and they're almost gone.
What? What are you making?
Shay. Oh, did Shay pop on, Mom? I missed that.
Yeah, well, she hasn't said anything. She's very quiet. Shay is very quiet.
Shay? I mean, oh yeah, Shay. My daughter. Very
Yeah.
quiet. Except for when she's yelling at her mommy.
None of our kids yelled at their mom.
No.
No, because they knew that if they did, they would have to deal with an angry mom. Or me.
Yeah. Well, there was this thing called respect that my kids sort of grew up with.
Sort of.
They lost it along the way, but no,
Yeah.
my kids are off. Our kids are awesome. My kids are terrific. Our kids are awesome.
Yes.
Well, Leslie, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there you go. An angel. Okay, so let's go back to Leslie. Buns, bread, cinnamon buns.
Okay, everybody
For the
needs to
hood.
find her. Leslie is baking up a storm.
She's in Osoyoos.
And
So if you guys
Shay-
live close. And Shay, an angel? Yes. Oh, yes. My angel Shay that's in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Yeah.
Your mommy misses you, Shay.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
See, that's from their grandmother. Taylor's gets away with a little bit from her grandma, too. So
She really does. Stuff that she would have never allowed her children to do. She's like, what am I going to do?
But
What
she's
am I
not,
gonna do?
She's not my child. She's my grandchild. You're supposed to spoil your grandkids, right? There's a lot of you ladies on here that are grandmas. Do we spoil our grandkids, especially the first one? Mom, if you say no, I'll call you a liar. My kids are still suffering from that. Just
Yeah.
kidding. My kids loved my parents. Love my parents. They still do.
Yeah. All right. I think we're done for today.
I think so, unless anybody has any more questions or comments, or only the good ones. Only the good grandmas, you mean, I think. That's what you mean. Yeah, well, then I must be a good grandma.
I don't know about that. Yes, she's fantastic.
Oh, sorry. You got a twinge. I don't know where that came from. Maybe.
All right. So right now we will say goodbye. Have a fantastic day. We are going to do our market report now. And
and then, like I said, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock PV time, which is Central Time, we will be here on Zoom. So we'll share the link. And then on Wednesday evening, we will do another one. And, you know, in case anybody is wondering, my birthday's the day before.
it is.
So you can wish me a happy birthday, but the party is for John.
Yes. Although the birthday wishes will be for her because everybody loves Christie.
And the condolences will be for me too. We know that.
They will.
They usually are.
All right.
But thank you guys for joining us. It's always fun to let you listen to us yammer.
She yammers. So have a great day, everybody. We will talk to you.